Great flick. Go out, check it out. Tell your mom. Call your sister. Bring your brother. Lie to your wife and kiss your grandmother. Okay, folks.
I know you're upset, honey, that we didn't watch Love Actually at Christmas Eve this year,
Yeah.
so I'll make you a deal. Let's watch it now on the 27th.
We're like
you pull up this flick.
Fart out of my ass. How about that, dude? That movie sucks, bro. I'm just kidding. I've never actually seen that.
I brought that movie up because I actually really like it.
Oh, okay. I was just kidding. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to Grass Touchers, the show where we talk about video games despite how little time we have for them. I am Jake.
I'm Jared.
And that's it. It's just the two of us. I get to take another turn with a little one-on-one with my boy. What you been playing lately, Jared?
I have been playing Counter-Strike. I'm not going to say that every week for the rest of the eternity, I promise. It
kind of sounds like it, but okay.
You know, Counter-Strike, some retro games off and on. But the Steam Winter Sale is going on, and I'm eyeballing a few things on there.
Oh, we might have to hit that up. Yeah.
Notably, I got a couple that I'm ready to kind of bring up. The Dyson Sphere program looks really interesting.
Yo, I think that's on my wish list. Is that on sale?
It's 10% off, which puts it at $18, which is pretty affordable for a game. Any game that has the overwhelmingly positive overall reviews score, I like to give it a second look, and it looks interesting.
Yeah, especially $20 and below. That's kind of a sweet spot.
Yeah, and I'm a micromanagement game base building kind of guy, so I think I might enjoy that, as well as a game called Stardeus, which looks to be actually a RimWorld mixed with Faster Than Light. Looks like you can do a lot more micromanaging on the ship. This is coming.
Spell that for me.
Just Star Deus, all one word.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay.
But folks, while Jake's looking that up, I wanted to bring up a recent little happening that I saw. We're recording on the 27th of December, 2023, and apparently, according to an article listed on The Guardian, a Chinese chess champion has been stripped of his title after defecating in a hotel bathroom. Whoa! So apparently,
wait, what?
Yeah,
you're not allowed to poop in the bathroom.
I mean, I guess in China they're a little, they're kind of, tightly wound. They don't know how to party over there.
I have so many questions. What do you mean he pooped in the bathroom? Like he pooped on the floor in the bathroom?
No, he pooped in the bathtub. It seems. So there's a bigger story in here apparently. Forced to address rumors circulating online that he had cheated during the competition by using beads equipped with wireless transmitters to send and receive signals.
Stop that right now.
Jan allegedly clenched and unclenched rhythmically to communicate information about the chessboard via code to a computer, which then sent back instructions on what moves to make in the form of vibrations, according to reports circulating. Yeah. And it's currently impossible to prove that Jan engaged in cheating via, quote, beads, as speculated on social media, the CXA said. But Jan consumed alcohol with others in his room on the night of the 17th, and then he defecated in the bathtub of the room he was staying in on the 18th in an act that damaged hotel property, violated public order and good morals, had a negative impact on the competition and the event Zhang Qi, and was of extremely bad character, the association said. So, I mean, it's good to hear. There's a lot of times that I think I feel downtrodden because as an American, the Chinese invasion is impending. We're a mess over here, and we look over there, and they seem like they've got everything together, and they're really putting
They,
ones.
they have a certain advantage, right? They're much more homogenous than we are.
Right.
They have a dictatorial government that's like willing to do anything.
Right.
You're right. I mean, if you want to take a large number of people and make them successful on the global stage, you need them to be homogenous, which they are,
Right.
and you need to rule them with an iron fist, which they do. And so yeah, they have a lot of successes. But it's bringing them down a peg with a nice little story like this is it's kind of nice.
Yeah, got you. Checkmate, Xi Jinping.
I want to know who's bringing the evidence. I want to see. Is there a courtroom that this is all going to get brought up in? Like who's willing to write that letter to the chairman of the Chinese Chess Champions Association or whatever? Right. Be like, I have compelling evidence against my friend so and so who. Like, how do you find that? Did he just? Is the implication that he was drinking with his buddies in his room, and then he like let slip what his whole master plan was?
No, I think he just got trashed and then took a dump in his bathtub, and they came in the next day and were like, "What? What is? Why is this here?" That's what it reads like, but it is awesome, dude. It's very cool. But in China's also super cool because they would be the ones to just take a very fine, microscope to this situation. I think in America we're quick to just kind of be like, it'll be in the media and it'll be worth a laugh, but like the court systems would be like, this is not worth our time. This is too stupid. But in China, I feel like they'd be like, the highest official would be like, bring it to me. I want to see it.
We're gonna get this guy.
Yeah, we're gonna get him. He thinks he can wear beads and get freaked up in tournament and then go take a dump in a bathtub. Not on my watch. Yeah,
one man's spring break is another man's Chinese.
That's what they call
torture.
him. They call him the one man spring break.
Yeah. Man, I want to party with that guy. That's awesome. What a genius. Yeah. Innovation at its finest. I mean, be brave. You got to have... Elon Musk needs to get with this guy.
Yeah.
And create, like, the Tesla of beads.
Or just a bathtub that can handle that kind of matter. You can
a bathtub.
Just get in there, chill out at the end of the day, let one loose. It takes care of the rest. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm super thrilled about is also how China finally they've tried for years through science and technology, but they've finally made a Chinese Bam Margera, who's just over there.
That is
like, this is Bam Margera, and this is cheating at chess on the world stage with beads of.
The only way it could be more jackass is if like it shocked him.
Yeah.
While he was. We dare you to go play against a world champion chess player with electrified beads up your ass. And you have to straight face. You have to do that little trick where you swap like the rook and the queen, and you have to like try this method. And we're gonna help you.
But
you better pay attention. You better pay attention to what your little booty holes here. Yeah.
Guys, it's
incredible.
It's getting better and better. I can assure you of that. Oh man, they win again.
I checked out that game you told me about.
Which one?
Cosmeteer.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I played I think a little over an hour today, and I tell you what, that game is pretty radical.
Yeah.
I love the. It reminds me of a couple of things. So like, the way you get from planet to planet or space station to space station or asteroid, like the way that it's just like a big like solar system that you're just kind of in, and you just kind of right click and your little guy, the ship moves. Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me of Mass Effect because I've got that on the brain, God knows. And you know how in Mass Effect 2 when you like jump to a system and you just sort of like you drive the little guy around, it's like it's got a sense of freedom, but you're in like this one solar system.
Right.
So I like that. Mm-hmm. The movement is like couldn't be easier. And I like that we drew a comparison to RimWorld. The people that are like on your ship, they're just like red shirt, just dudes.
Right.
There's not like, I mean, they have names, I guess, right? But there's no, you don't have to like be super duper attached to them because I tell you, spoiler alert, the reason I played for a little over an hour is because after a little over an hour, I went and bit off more than I could chew and got demolished.
Yeah, yeah.
Some ship rolled up, and it does an autosave like every 5 minutes, which is great. I had just destroyed one ship, and I was like salvaging, and I saw an asteroid it was a gold asteroid. So I was like, "Ooh, let me get some gold. That's kind of cool." And I had, out of my 10 crewmates, I had like 8 of them EVA'd, like going and getting stuff. And it was like, boop, boop. And there was some other ship that had come up on the radar. And I was like, oh,
hello.
And so it's pretty intuitive. Honestly, the controls are like, you can play in a sort of basic kind of fashion, or you can use some of the more extended features. And one of the things that it teaches you in the tutorials is like, hey, if you have a bunch of guys EVA'd and you need them to get back to your ship ASAP, here's the button for that. Right. Press this button, everybody jumps back on the ship. And I was like, come back. All hands on deck. Yeah. Man your battle station. And then we all got blown up so bad. And the ship that I came up against was like higher level. I think it was like level 3, and I was still puny little level 1 guy. I think I added like 2 things to my ship.
Did you get more than one ship
yet? Yeah, it's cool. I love that it's what's that?
Did you get more than one ship yet?
No. I just kind of I had the one. I had added a additional airlock, an additional bunk, a couple of point defense weapons, because I found that projectile weapons from enemy ships were catching me on fire and stuff. So I thought I would get point defense to help with that. And I was about to add like a bigger laser or another laser or like another sort of wing of some kind to my ship. But I ended up thinking to myself, well, let me just go do another bounty mission. Let me save up some more resources and money, and I'll get some blueprint for something. Yeah. So I pushed it a little too far. I went off into some other area. And anyway, but it's very cool. It's like a 2D, it's like a top down, like I said, right click, move your ship around, like adventure thing. And you're super right about the motivation or lack thereof. Like, there's nothing driving you forward. There's nothing poking you from behind. Like, you got to go over here. You got to go do this. Like, it's just kind of sets you down in a space station, and it goes, here's your ship. Yeah. Here's how to use it. Yeah. Go do whatever you want. And I really like that, because it's the kind of game where it's not like there's going to be voice acting, right? It's going to be just sort of text, and you're going to read it, and so you can breeze right through that and just explore, and build a cool ship. I can see that it's as deep as you want to go, and that's pretty cool. Besides that, I've just been playing, Mass Effect and PUBG. Been playing a lot of PUBG and just taking it easy. Got a couple chicken dinners, man. I keep crushing it in PUBG.
Oh,
yeah. I had one. I'll have to show you a video later. I went down to like the very end circle, where it gets to the end, and there isn't a new circle because it's already so small. And when the timer elapses, that circle just like shrinks to 0. That's how close it was.
Dang.
And we were on the OG Erangel map, and we were at the hospital, which is one of my favorite places to jump to. And it was super sick. I won, where I was like jumping out of windows, jumping into windows, jumping out, jumping back in, throwing stuff, like peeking over here, like. It was pretty dicey. It was
it sounds like you took all the tactics out of the box for that one, dude.
I did, yeah. I got nuts. I got kind of nuts on that one. Dang. MLG.
Whoa.
Touch it no more.
With the red and the blue, with the controller. Remember that?
Yes. That like logo, the MLG logo.
Yeah. Crazy.
Mountain Dew and Doritos, like just coming out of your ears.
Yes.
360 no scope COD montage.
Dude, I miss those days. I really do. I really miss.
It was a wild time. It was a wild time to get on the internet and be like COD montage, and then you would get 500 billion results.
Who was watching those? Well, that's
me, I guess.
Were you watching them?
Not like a lot, but sort of for the memes. Like I would watch them, like because unironically, you could watch those videos and learn something. These kids like going off. I don't know if they're cheating or not, but like it was impressive stuff, right? Right. Like that 14-year-old kid that won the Fortnite championship or whatever, and he was building like faster than everyone else. You watch that and you go, oh, so that's possible. I guess if you know life, this game, like this is what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
But
is that good? That's probably bad, right? Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, right? It's bad. Okay. It's very bad. It's the antithesis of this podcast, you might say.
Right.
But I think watching those occasionally is like, check it out.
Are we still making surgeons and like doctors, or did we just stop? We just got like who are just like they're amazing at building faster than everybody else on Fortnite. Is that pretty much where we're at?
I think that's our main output right now. I think is NBA players that get in fistfights and like celebrities that can't keep their mouths shut and kids that won't stop playing video games.
Right.
I think those are our main exports.
Those
right
guys
now,
might be the same people though, because I feel like I see like
yeah.
I do watch sports. I watch basketball, and it'll be like they'll be like, oh, and this is we have Johnny Johnson. He streams video games at night, and it's like the worlds are starting to collide. And you know what? I hate it.
It's real bad,
dude.
It's real bad.
I feel like it. I feel like an old get off my lawn type of man.
I know.
I'm like,
I know.
It's yeah, dude.
I think if you took the form that kid from the Fortnite championship, and you take what's his name from the NBA that gets in fistfights all the time, and if you take some insufferable celebrity type that can't keep their mouth shut. Right. If you did like a 23andMe of all three of those people, you would get back to like some goblin mode Neanderthal,
right.
Like just
Cro-Magnon.
Absolute unit.
Yeah.
The most aggro Cro-Mag person you've ever seen in your life, and like that was the origin. And then occasionally his genes like crop back up in the gene pool.
Bill Cosby's in there somewhere. My man was busy back in the day. Yeah, it's weird, dude. It's really strange because I have no problem with anybody playing games. I have no problem with athletes playing games. I'm not the type of person who's like, you can't be good at that and at this. That's not fair. I just mean like, I guess I get irritated when I see like a fat bald guy on Twitch who's really good at a game, and then there's just a guy who has some more heat on. I'm not going to get started on the cleavage. Don't get me started on the cleavage. Yeah. Okay, I know why they're watching that one. That one actually makes sense to me. I'm less angry about that than I am.
I don't like it anymore, but I understand it.
I'm not into it, but I like at least it. I can understand the X's and O's of that, but it bugs me when people are like watching somebody who's bad at the game, but they're just like watching because they like that guy. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. Maybe that's the bad take, but I like to. Well,
see, here's what's interesting, right? I think the thing about streaming is you're either, and it's rarely both, super good at a game, or you've got like the X factor, the other thing, right? Whether it's the cleavage that's out or the goofy subathon like pranks that you and your friends play on each other, or just like stupid stuff you get up to. I find that I occasionally like both of those things, like depending on like what's his name, Pestily, Escape from Tarkov, like mega streamer, right? He's like the Tarkov guy in my mind. Mm-hmm. He does subathons where people are shaving their heads and eating spicy food and like having all kinds of fun. Yeah. Like it's for the goofs, but he's also got other parts of the time where he's just like being super good at the game. And so he's one where there's like both a little bit, I guess. Yeah. But I think I just don't idolize streamers. I don't get the oh man, I just want to do that one day. Like I know here I am having started a podcast, but like I tried streaming for a little bit, and I was like halfway to not partner, but affiliate, I think is the one before that, or at least it was. I don't know what the terms are now. But I had like 10 or 12 people watching me at a certain point, and I was like, if I just kept doing this, if I just kept playing and doinking around, eventually people would keep watching me. Right. But why? Like, I feel bad for taking up your time.
Right,
like,
sure.
What do you mean you want to sit here and watch me? Like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just odd. I don't know. I've yet to follow, like, the life cycle of a streamer from 0 to a million followers. Right. And I don't know what that journey is like and why you would do that.
I think I long for the days of where things were a little bit more of a meritocracy. I think that's my issue. I don't mean to take away from... If you're entertaining, I think that's wonderful. Even if you're terrible at the game, there is merit both ways. I think what irritates me when it's like, NBA shooting guard Paul George is streaming and he's got 30,000 views, and Paul George has a terrible personality. He's not interesting, nor is he even good at better than the guy who's second ranking on views with 1/100th of the So that kind of stuff bothers me. It's almost like, hey, get out of here. You make a lot of money playing basketball and you're great at that. I mean, Paul George, in my opinion, is not a great basketball player anymore. But aside from that, get out of here. Stop doing that. Right. You have money. You have fame. There's people who are trying to kind of like make this into something they can feed themselves with, and you're stealing. I just don't get it. I don't like that very much.
Yeah, I think there's an assumption that there are an unlimited number of viewers, and you can just kind of go gobble up however many you want for like your thing. Right. But that's not true. There is a limited number of viewers, and I don't want it to sound like a zero-sum game because it's not that either. But there's an awareness that I think people generally lack when it comes to like how they affect other people. Yeah. And if you should only look at your neighbor's bowl to make sure that they have enough. Mm-hmm. And I think that's from an episode of Louis, actually, where he got it from. Wow. But the idea of having some awareness and making it so that you have it in the back of your head as like an ongoing thing. Like, I don't want to be a burden to other people. Right. I want to walk. Oh man, there's a great example of this today at Walmart. Right, had to go to Walmart.
Terrifying.
Hate this. Hate it.
It gets worse and worse there, bro.
It's a harrowing experience, even on a good part of the ours is pretty average, whatever. But I grab a cart from the outside instead of taking one from inside because it's not raining. The carts are in fine shape, and I know that I can be less of a burden by just like 0.5%. Right. If I grab a cart from outside and go use it instead, because that's one less cart the old cart wrangler boy has to go grab. Right. That's just my little way of contributing to the world. Right. So I go through the trouble to do that. And I go to the front, and there's this lady talking on the phone, on speaker, and she's walking so slow. Nice. And she's like, sorry, taking up a lot of space, okay? Oh. She's a person of size.
You said Walmart, that was the first thing I thought of. We're all thinking it.
As Southwest Airlines would refer to her, she was a person of size.
Nice.
And
a two-seater.
She's walking through the double, auto doors, and I can't get by her if I wanted to with my cart because she's a large person. I'm like, I'm just stuck behind you now because I don't want to be like, excuse me, and like.
And she needed those double doors.
I'm glad they had them. I'm glad they had them. Yeah, that's right. I was momentary. I'd say nothing. I can't imagine ever saying anything, but in my mind, I'm going, you don't need to be here. You need to be at Planet Fitness. You don't need to buy anything. Like, why are you here?
Right, but if she went to Planet Fitness, they'd be like, wait, what are you doing here? You're a planet. You can't be in here with me, right? Sorry, keep going. Keep going.
That's why she went to Planet Fitness. She thought it was a place where planets go to get fit.
To hang out. She walks in, she's like, well, where are all the big planets at? Why am I the only
one? Oh, man. But, like, consideration for other people. Move with a purpose. Like, I don't know why I think this way. I don't know why this is a thing that I do, but so being aware of other people, like if you already have a thing, if you're a freaking NBA player getting paid millions of dollars, like if you want to stream on Twitch, cool, but you got to understand what that does to the little guy.
Right. Yeah, and it's just one of those facts of it's just reality, but it's just annoying to me. So there it is. That's Jared's whiny gripe moment of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Yeah, dude.
But yeah.
Hey, what'd you get for Christmas? You get anything cool? What up?
I did get some great stuff. Nothing that's. I got a Pocket 2S. I got a Retroid Pocket 2S. Little gaming retro handheld. Happy with that.
You got another handheld. You're making me Google. Oh my god!
I just gotta know. My
Retroid
Pocket
2S. As Retroid Pocket 2S. This looks sick, like they all do, but
yeah. Android-based handheld, and it's good. It runs like it can scrape the bottom of the GameCube PS2 barrel, which is pretty good. And Retroid's they're dropping the 4 and the 4 Pro. They just opened pre-orders for that, and that's going to be doing GameCube and PS2 very, very comfortably, and I'm excited for that. I want to see how that turns out.
Nice, dude. What like colorway did you get of this thing?
I got the green one. This is
clear
a gift.
Green?
Yeah, the clear green. It's pretty cool. Dude. It's pretty
Excellent.
cool.
I will never not love translucent plastic on gadgets.
Yeah.
I think I'm just a 90s baby that way. Like, it's in me now.
Dude.
Like, the marketing worked, sold out for the rest of my life.
Yes.
If you have a clear plastic version of a thing, I will probably buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks so cool. I remember when I was a kid, we were living out kind of in the sticks, and we lived in mobile homes. My parents had saved up, and they were and they were looking to get a new mobile because we were living in literally a mouse-infested box.
Dang, dude.
And we go to a mobile home park, and we're looking at some things. And my brother and I are kind of excited. We're probably 6 and 7 or something like that. And it's cool, it's exciting. And we go into the office, and they're like, "Oh yeah, and if you buy one of our homes, you get to pick one of these." And they had some random microwaves, and then in there was a Nintendo 64, the watermelon one. And my brother and I are like, "You guys gotta buy a house from here now." We were jacked up because we're getting an N64 because we just assumed they're gonna buy a house so that we can get an N64. So yeah, I guess you could say they got me early on that.
I haven't seen, you said watermelon, and I haven't seen a fantastic watermelon console with Mario Kart original eBay.
Whoa.
See-through red plastic on the N64, dude.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's radical. I don't suppose you ever got your hands on it.
We didn't. They didn't buy the house from there, and we were really disappointed. But we did get a PlayStation, I think, for Christmas that year, and that
nice.
Yeah, that molded me. We got to play Metal Gear Solid, and that was pretty awesome. So
yeah.
And Blitz, which was also for the Nintendo 64, but it's worth mentioning that game rocked.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember Blitz. I remember was it NBA Street? Was that a game?
NBA Street came out for the next gen, for the GameCube PS2,
gen.
but those games were awesome, dude.
There was this schism in sports games that I remember sort of developing. Here's the one for sports statistic nerds that is quasi-realistic Madden, NCAA, it's the real one.
NBA Live.
And then here's the fun one.
Yeah.
You can play hockey where people are actively murdering each other.
Right,
You can play,
Yes.
there was an NFL sort of backyard, no shoulder pads, game. I remember renting that one time.
Yeah, dude. And they had NBA Street. NBA Street Volume 2 was the best one. NBA, and then NFL Street. They made 2 of those. They made 3 of those, but the first 2 were the really good ones. And then they did make... Midway made NHL Hits. We played a lot of that, which is what you were describing.
I was just looking at this one. Yeah, NHL Hits with a Z at the end,
of course,
brother.
Dude.
Which I think is clearly aping Blitz, right?
Right.
From the NFL one.
Yeah, Midway had they had MLB Slugfest and MLS. I don't know if it was MLS, but it was the red card. It was the soccer one, but not as many people played the baseball and the soccer ones, but we did. It was pretty fun.
The baseball one sounds like it's just Slugfest. It's just a fighting game with all your favorite baseball players.
Just throwing the ball at the batter's head and just killing them.
Have you ever wanted to see Mark McGwire uppercut somebody?
Yeah. Exactly.
Why, yes, I have.
The answer is yes. Yes.
Press the left trigger to go into roid rage.
Those were fun games. Those were fun times.
I'll say.
Yeah. I got one last thing I can talk about real quick. A little movie recommendation for those out there who are on the fence about it or who are like me and are basically pretty sure that they're never going to make another movie that's good again.
Okay.
I saw The Iron Claw. I'm into wrestling from a very casual standpoint. I got some friends and some siblings that are into it, and we get together and watch it every once in a while. It's a good time. But the Iron Claw.
Oh, this is the Zac Efron joint.
It is. It's a A24 production, and it's very good. It was very, very good. And I don't like Zac Efron. I really like Jeremy Allen White. He was good in it, but I think Efron actually ran away with the show. To be fair, the main narrative follows Efron's life. But he did very good, and I enjoyed it. And it's probably the only Zac Efron performance that I have ever enjoyed. But it was very, very good. I really liked it. It's tragic. Buckle up, because you might feel real sad. But it's very good.
Right. It's not all puppies and rainbows in this one, I believe.
That's right. It's certainly not.
I'm watching the trailer as it automatically plays on IMDb, and old dude is jacked.
Zac Efron took all the HGH for this one, guys. He's enormous, and his
if you're out there juicing at the Orange Theory on the weekends, and you haven't been able to score any lately, I'm here to tell you it's because Zac Efron
he took
gobbled it all up.
Right. Look for a large man in a he's kind of, I think he's like 5'8", right? He's a shorter guy.
He's not like sort of monolithic in his stature, right? He's a relatively average guy, but I think his shoulders and just he's able to bulk out pretty hard.
Yeah, he plays a guy who's 6 inches taller than he is in real life. So, but it was good. People might complain because the casting was kind of actor first, instead of like emulating or replicating the physicality, but. You're not going to find guys that look like the Von Erich brothers that can act. I promise you.
Right.
We could look till the end of time.
It's a certain kind of person, man. Yeah. You're not going to find it.
So, great flick. Go out. Check it out. Tell your mom. Call your sister. Bring your brother. Lie to your wife. And kiss your grandmother. Okay, folks?
I know you're upset, honey, that we didn't watch Love Actually at Christmas Eve this year, so I'll make you a deal. Let's watch it now on the 27th.
We'll like
pull up this flick.
Fart out of my ass. How about that, dude? That movie sucks, bro. I'm just kidding. I've never actually seen that.
I brought that movie up because I actually really like it.
Oh, okay. I was just kidding. I was just goofing around. Sorry.
Andrada and I know this is no personal.
Fart out of my ass.
Love Actually, more like Love.
Yeah. Whoa! Chinese checker style, baby. Yeah.
I bring up Love Actually because we actually really do watch it on New Year's or Christmas Eve, like around sometime around Christmas. We always have to watch that movie.
Nice.
I think we started that when we were first married. I don't think we watched it when we were dating. I think we watched that pre-married. Anyway. That movie rocks. It's hilarious.
Nice.
My favorite. The premise of that movie, if you don't know, is there's all these different like couples and sort of like relationships that you're following, and they all know each other in some way. It's one of those like 6 degrees of separation kind of things.
Right.
It's the point isn't how much they all know each other, but it's part of the movie is that it's this fabric of like different people. And there's this guy, he's from, where is it? Alan Rickman's in it, so that's pretty sweet.
Nice. That is
Ripped
good.
to a ledge. Martin Freeman.
Sure.
Of Lord
Bilbo.
of the Rings fame. Old Bilbo.
Yeah.
Old Baggins.
That's right. Getting it in.
He falls in love with someone at work. What does Martin Freeman do at work, you might ask? He is a stand-in on the set of movie and TV productions for sex scenes. So he stands there and pretends to be Tom Cruise or whoever, right? Instead of them doing a sex scene, he's like standing in, and they got the little device to like do the white balancing on like these bare and like so wow. One of the first scenes in the movie is Martin Freeman at work, and there's this wonderful lady that he's working with, and they're both very blasé about the fact that they're about to get naked, and like, man, traffic was tough today, huh? Oh, it's murder.
Right.
Just like pretending to
Wow. Incredible.
It's hilarious. Anyway, it's a great.
I'll have to check that one
and
out. I know I've heard it before, so it must
if
be
you
something.
if you can stomach, I tell you what, there's like straight up adultery and like, you know, the tough part. Not all the relationships like are and they love you happily ever after kind of thing.
Right.
Some of it, like Alan Rickman's a real d-bag. Since this movie's from 2003, I don't feel too bad about spoiling it. 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman's cheating on his wife. She finds out. It's a whole thing. But his wife is played by the always entertaining Emma Thompson. Who I love. Hugh Grant is in there as the British Prime Minister. Liam Neeson is in it, dude. It's a great flick. Colin Firth, lots of good people in here.
Yeah, some of those storylines I heard are dark. I heard that the Mark McGuire character actually goes home and kills his entire family and himself. It's crazy.
Yeah, that one's a real doozy.
yeah.
They needed Mark McGuire as played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
right.
Really crazy stuff. I thought they were going a different direction with that.
Well, not every story can end as happily as the last, and that's just how it goes, folks. Merry Christmas, you idiots.
They should do a sequel called Love Rocksually.
Whoa!
Like Dwayne Johnson
plays all the roles like Eddie Murphy in the the Nutty Professor.
Yes. Where Dwayne Johnson plays all the characters,
right? And
they all know each other, and he like has a wig on. He's doing the Doubtfire thing, like, yeah, dude. That'd be sick.
Yeah, dude. I love The Rock. He's such a dude.
He's such a shill, but also like he won't let you think for a second that he's not being genuine. He's
right.
So hard.
He is.
That's like his whole thing. It's like, oh, I'm absolutely shilling for this liquor or this show or Kevin Hart or whatever.
Anything.
I'm not gonna act for a second like I'm being paid to say this.
Dude, I like The Rock as a performer, but he is like a sociopath, dude.
He's got to be.
He's got to be. He's so.
It's like, what do we not know?
Right. Have you ever seen like his Instagram stories?
I don't think so.
It's just him. He just talks about how like he'll just go off and like start eating everything.
Okay.
He'll just be like, I'm out here in beautiful, whatever. What's a freaking place? I'm out here in Austria filming my 5th movie of the year, and I gotta, I'm eating 15 pepperoni pizzas, and I'm drinking. And then what's the whiskey that he has, or the
Tremana?
Tremana, dude. Yes, and he'll like slip something like that in. It's just he might be the most pointless person to ever exist, and I don't want to say that in a mean way, but
right.
he really is fascinating to me. I can't think of somebody that I simultaneously love and hate more than Dwayne Johnson.
I know.
He is shill is the word.
He's all the time doing like Make-A-Wish, like cutesy stuff, like PR stuff. And again, he won't let you believe for a second that he's not being genuine with any of it. I'm trying to look through here right now and see if there's anything like that. I wanted to share a special moment with you guys.
Yes, dude. No, oh my gosh. And this kid is catatonic. She can't believe, or he can't believe that Dwayne Johnson is there.
Dwayne Johnson's arms are like as wide as that child's torso.
Yeah.
This skinny little kid's like, oh my gosh, it's Dwayne Johnson.
Sit down. I got 4 minutes for you, pal. Or actually,
and it's like he's done that 500,000 times, but he won't for a second let you think that it's not the most amazing thing he's ever done.
I've heard he's a nice guy. I have heard he's a nice guy behind the scenes.
I know, and I don't want to talk too much because I would love to meet him one day.
But you're right though. Because I think he's the type of guy who, like, I think we're all fundamentally flawed, but he's so interesting because I think he persists constantly with being a good person, but I think he does that just totally because he like has to maintain his public image and he has to be liked or something. He's a weird
I think
guy.
that's where the sociopathy sort of something or other comes in, right? Like, where's that coming from? There is a limitless number of things that he has like started or founded or hosted or initiated or is on the board of or whatever. His Instagram bio is founder of stuff. It's
Right,
like,
right.
He's pretty self-aware. Like, I don't know, man. I pick up a lot of stuff.
Right, right, right.
I started a bunch of stuff. And then if you go to his sort of link in bio type thing, it's like, it's nothing but a bunch of like, hey, here's the Tremana part. And here's, remember I did the Titan games? Remember that? Weird. Well, here's that. Oh, and here's a bunch of shoes. And
what the
it's just like so much stuff. But you'll never let him, you'll never catch him slipping where he's like,
right.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm being a total shill right now. And I just want you to know that I'm selling some, he's like, hey, man, acorns. I decided to invest in acorns because I believe very strongly in financial independence, in families handing down generational wealth if they possibly can. And I just want you to know, Acorns is here for you.
Right, right,
like, dude.
I want him to just turn heel, dude, and be like, I'm out here in the Israel-Palestine border. I'm about to pick up a rifle, kill as many of these as possible. Just choose a side. Just choose a side and stop riding the line, but just double down hard.
He's been fence sitting for corporate America for a long time.
He has, dude. His cheeks are sick. The middle of his butt cheeks are chapped raw with the amount of fence sitting this man has done. Yeah. Wow. Great wrestler though.
Oh yeah, he was a blast to watch.
Yeah, dude.
What was his? Did he have like a move or like a thing?
The rock bottom?
The rock.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I got you. I got a rock bottom for you.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here in my bedroom, about to hit my wife with the rock bottom. Can you smell my wife's pussy? Wow.
He walks in the door on Valentine's Day. Can you smell? Oh, man. I'm trying to see if I can find... If I just type in The Rock Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it does come up. First episode. Or first rate. The Rock's most iconic rock bottoms. WWE Top 10.
Good moments out there. Some good moments.
I'm going to need him to go to the Gaza Strip and start rock bottom.
Oh, that'd be so awesome, dude. But because he's a fence rider, he'd be like, I'm out here at the border rock bottoming every person I see because I believe in equality.
That's right.
A little bit of Obama in there. Sorry about that, folks.
The first one is him rock bottoming someone into a bunch of dog or what they say is dog shit,
awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. That's some classic WWE shenanigans there.
Incredible stuff. The other one I remember from back in the day is Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah. He had the...
Yeah.
You people want to talk about the DX crotch chop, but Diamond Dallas, he had the original aggressive... He would shoot that diamond shape past his penis and balls. Do you remember that? He would, put his hands up like this, and then just go like that. That was, one of his intro things.
Yeah, awesome. It was no joke.
He does yoga now.
I know. I just saw. You type it in, and it's like... If you search for Diamond Dallas Page, it's like wrestler and yoga instructor.
Right.
And it's like, come on, man. I know him as one of those things.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, wrestlers are crazy, man.
Wrestling's rad, dude.
It is rad. It's a fun I want to call it an art form. People like to crap on it because they it's like anime. It's literally like anime 15, 20 years ago. It was like people were like, this is stupid. This is gay. I hate this. I hate it. I hate anime. It's stupid.
It was easy to hate.
And it's like, have you watched it? I mean, I realize that every form of media is going to have something hateable in it, but they're just scared of it in a weird way.
Not to mention every form of media has a hater group, haters.
Yeah. It's like Nickelback.
And also, everything out there, it is somebody's favorite thing.
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
Yeah.
You ever think of something like every podcast, every movie? Our podcast is somebody's favorite podcast in the world, or at least it will be when we have more than double-digit listeners.
Once Greg gets those butt cheeks out on camera.
Hey, man, look out.
I think that does it for me tonight, guys. I'm just thrilled. I'm just over the moon that people are listening, and I appreciate that. We all appreciate that. Again, feel free to engage with us. We want to hear from you.
Let us hear about it.
Yeah, let us hear about it. Tell me about what's your favorite breed of dog. Tell me about if you're a red or black licorice guy. Tell me.
If you're a black licorice person,
you can
I
go
don't really
right
know
to
what to do with
you. Know where.
But...
Yeah. I got a pair of butt cheeks you can eat right here if you like black licorice.
I'm partial to setters myself, but
sure.
Anyway, thanks folks for checking it out. Thank you for listening, for subscribing, for sharing with your pals. Keep it up. You know what I'd be curious about? What do you play on the Steam Deck? Because I'm running out of not running out of stuff, but like I'm starting to beat some of the games that I originally had on the Steam Deck, and I would love to branch out. So let us know about that. Let us know about what you think listeners of our podcast should be referred to as. Haven't heard anything back yet on that. Yeah. We'd love to hear all about it. In the meantime, have a great rest of your week. Don't forget to get out there and touch some grass.